The next Power Rangers movie's perfect story would finally correct a 30-year-old Green Ranger mistake. Whenever the next Power Rangers movie happens, it should borrow from one of the coolest Green Ranger stories in the franchise to finally correct a 30-year-old mistake. Power Rangers' most recent movie, the 2017 reboot, bombed at the box office and killed any chances of it getting sequels. While seeing a Power Rangers cinematic universe following the 2017 reboot would have been exciting, the franchise has long moved from that iteration. Power Rangers has since continued to release TV shows and specials, and it now remains to be seen what is next for the brand. With Power Rangers Cosmic Fury's ending bringing some sort of closure to the show, now is arguably the perfect time for another Power Rangers reboot. Be it on the big screen or with a new TV show, the franchise can use this hiatus to reimagine itself and start fresh, even if it means moving away from the current Power Rangers chronology. That said, any new Power Rangers reboot would have to go big and avoid the mistakes of the 2017 film, especially if it is a movie. A great way to do so would be to adapt the Boom Studios comics. The next Power Rangers movie should be based on the comics' Green Ranger story. While the Power Rangers comics from Boom Studios are technically an adaptation themselves, since most of them are based on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they have been telling original stories set in that universe. The first and perhaps most iconic of them was Shattered Grid, a massive storyline that began in the first issue of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and reimagined the story of the original Green Ranger. Starting shortly after the events of Green with Evil, this comic introduced an alternate universe where Tommy remained evil and never joined the Power Rangers. Lord Draken, the evil version of Tommy Oliver who overthrew Rita Repulsa and conquered the world, was a fascinating addition to the world of Power Rangers. Shattered Grid opened the doors of the Power Rangers multiverse and featured many different versions of all the Rangers in the franchise, including but not limited to a doomed timeline known as World of the Coinless. An epic story that starts with a familiar Mighty Morphin character, but later dives deep into the franchise's canon, is exactly what the next Power Rangers movie needs. Tommy Oliver's Green Ranger form never appeared in a Power Rangers movie. Whether there should be another Mighty Morphin reboot is a tricky question. On the one hand, Power Rangers is more than Mighty Morphin and has already focused too much on the original series when it comes to movies, comics, and video games. On the other hand, Mighty Morphin is undoubtedly the most popular Power Rangers team and could still make for an exciting reboot with the right creative vision. Additionally, some aspects of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers have never been explored on the big screen. This includes the Green Ranger himself. Jason David Frank had a cameo in Power Rangers 2017 alongside Amy Jo Johnson, with both playing Angel Grove citizens. While Jason David Frank starred in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie 1995, Tommy Oliver was already the Green Ranger by that point. Likewise, Tommy and the rest of the team were already in their Zeo era at the start of Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. While Power Rangers 2017 did feature a Green Ranger in the opening sequence, that was Rita Repulsa. In other words, the original Green Ranger, as in Tommy Oliver's first Ranger form, has never been featured in a theatrical movie, despite arguably being the franchise's most famous character. Shattered Grid is the epic story a Power Rangers reboot needs for the big screen. Power Rangers 2017 failed partially because it didn't deliver the action and sense of adventure that those who grew up with the show were expecting. The comics, on the other hand, have expanded on the world of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers without losing track of what made the original show so successful. A story like Shattered Grid, involving time travel and the multiverse, could make for an incredibly exciting Power Rangers reboot with lots of action and callbacks to the TV show if done right. A Power Rangers reboot doesn't necessarily have to follow the comics and tell those same stories. What the comics have shown is that Power Rangers has a vast, rich lore that can make for slightly more mature stories with a lot of sci-fi elements and superhero action. Regardless if Lord Drakkon or the Power Rangers multiverse ever makes it to the big screen, there are plenty of ways to reinvent the franchise for a reboot.